is just playing a Nasheed against the terms of service? That doesn't seem right. I didn't show the video. All you heard was the Nasheed, which is not. That shouldn't be against terms of service. That'd be like racist if that's against terms of service. Like, what the hell? Game I played as a kid. The load times kind of suck on PS2 though. I think you can just unlock stuff though by failing. So like I think that's why I liked it as a kid, because I was shitty at it, but it just let you keep unlocking stuff even though you failed. I think that's how it worked. Simpsons Road Rage. I don't have Hit and Run for the PS2, but I have a couple copies for Xbox and the GameCube version. So, whatever. Yeah, it's traditional, you know, chanting. Like that's like me. That's like if I started chanting, you know, like, Gracie, you're stepping over the camera. You're just, all right, kitty. Just has to be the center of attention. If I started doing like Catholic chants and then I got banned for that, that would be like really bad. Like that, I don't know. That's not okay, right? Kitty. No, I don't pull up videos that random people link to me. I don't pull it up. He said listen to it too, so I was like, okay, I'll just listen to it. That's where your meme fell short, is you told me just to listen to the video. You should have told me to like watch the video or like show the video or something like that. If you just tell me to listen to it, I mean, you can kind of like, you'd have to click on the link and know what's going on. Otherwise, I don't know. You halfway got me. You got me, but you didn't really get me. Oh yeah. That's something I could see happening. Like, Mom, I want The Simpsons for PS2. Okay. No, I wanted Hit and Run. You got me Road Rage. I hate you, Mom. What do you want from me? Oh my god. This is something that bothers me a little bit, is that the non-taxi one's better, yeah, obviously. I have Sly Cooper 2 and Sly Cooper 3. But I'm missing Sly Cooper 1. Or I think I had a copy, but then I tested it out and then like it didn't work or something. Or it was like it was messed up beyond all repair. So I have Sly 2, but I'm missing Sly 1. Oh, and I'm missing the manual for Sly 2. So if anyone has a copy of Sly 1 they'd like to donate, I'd appreciate that, just to make my life complete. More complete, less incomplete. Isn't that another franchise? Did they continue making these games? Because there's Sly 1, 2, and 3. Did they make PS3 and PS4 versions? I can't. They don't stick out in my head if they did. I feel like this is another IP Sony was just like, yeah, fuck it, forget about it. Look all these zany characters they made. They made all these funny characters, and they're just like, eh. Sly 3. I think. No, this is in really good shape. Rated E10 for everyone 10 and up. Stupid rating. Just bring back kids and adults. It's the best rating. Yeah, this is like brand new though. I want to say I found this at Walmart or something, like in that bargain bin, but I think it's just in really good... I just found it in really good shape. Pressure sensitive. And you can use Logitech PS2 USB headset. What do you use a headset for in this game? It's 1 to 2 players. 2 players. Do you need a headset to talk to the person sitting next to you? Is there like voice activated shit? Is this the right manual? Because it just says Thievius Raccoonus on the front. Oh shit. It's got 3D glasses in there. What the fuck? Okay. I just want to know what you use the USB headset. Turn on and off the USB headset option. When the option is set to on, Bino Concom dialogue? What the fuck? How do you say that word? Probably can't even fucking see it. What the fuck? Dialogue will play through the headset. Press X button to cycle through your choices. So weird. No, it says Sly 3. Yeah, Sly Cooper Thievius Raccoonus or whatever is the first game. This is the Sly 3 manual. It just says Thievius Raccoonus on the front. I don't know. Whatever. Don't think too hard about it. All I know is I'm missing the first game and it bothers me. Or like I have like the art and manual or something, but the fucking disc didn't work. Yo, this is a childhood game right here. Again, this falls under the category of watch my brother's friends play, and I was like, wow, that's a PS2, look at this. You can play Smuggler's Run on it. It literally is just like, drive to this spot, pick up something, drive to another spot. That's literally like the entire game. Like the cover is cool though, I always thought the cover was cool. Rockstar game. Oh, another Rockstar. I feel like all these like childhood games too are all Rockstar games, dude. Yeah, this is like a launch title. This is really early. Yeah, 2000. I want to say this was a launch title if I'm not mistaken. Dude, I got my PS2 and I got fucking Smuggler's Run. Let's go. Of course, it has the iconic purple bottom. This was actually brand new until I opened it a little while ago, but it's because, I don't know, it's not worth very much. And it's SNK. I like SNK games. I like to play them. I have a Neo Geo in the other room. I've done a stream. Love me playing it when my internet went down. All you need to know is that Neo Geo is like the best console ever, basically. Six games at once. Alright. I feel like someone mentioned this game yesterday or something. Soldier of Fortune. It's just a shooter. It's better on PC, probably. You can use a USB keyboard and mouse to play it, though, on PS2, which is pretty cool. Ooh, okay. But I think I have a loose copy of... This is like another PS2 game that a lot of people played. Where the fuck is it? But maybe I don't have it. Or I lost it, or it was broken. No, it's right here. Not this particular game, but it's the first and second game. SOCOM Navy SEALs. This game was so fucking popular, dude. Like, you couldn't go anywhere and, like, get a like, you couldn't talk about PS2 without someone mentioning SOCOM. The thing that was dumb about SOCOM 3 is that they added a subscription service. So, like, SOCOM 1 you could play online. SOCOM 2 you could play. SOCOM 2 was, like, probably one of the best online PS2 games that existed. It was super, super popular. Very, very competitive. Like, this was one of the early esports games. Like, it might come back, dude, because esports is becoming such a huge prominent thing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see, like, SOCOM 2 come back, make a resurgence. Like, because, you know, these old boys, like, have, like, they know how to play. It's not like you forget how to play. Just get them back together. Like, get all the boys from Arena on G4. If those episodes are somewhere, I'd watch those on stream. There was an old show on G4 called Arena, and they would do, like, just esports, just people playing video games against each other. And it would be, like, Unreal Tournament, SOCOM, the old, like, original Call of Duty. It was sick. It was an awesome... I never missed that show when it was on. It wasn't on very often, though. And, of course, the whole channel changed, and there was nothing else. So, let's slap this... Yeah, I miss G4 in, like, the worst way. Very good. Very quality. So, SOCOM's after SNK. Then Soldier of Fortune. And now we get to some of my favorite games. Oh, fuck. And by favorite, I mean not favorite. If this should just be, give me Knights 3D, man. Don't give me Sonic anymore. Sega, I'm all. We have plenty of Sonic game. Knights. That's what I want. I want more Knights. And not Journey into Dreams, or Journey of Dreams, or whatever on the Wii. That doesn't count. Because there's about 1 billion Sonic games, and there's like 2 Knights games. So, I'm just saying, the same people. Anyway, I don't have a manual, so, I mean, definitely made it tougher for me, not having the manual. No, just, fuck this game. Sonic Heroes. It's in decent shape. Greatest hits. My ass. No Manuel. I think this is my childhood copy of this next game, though. Not this. I found this. I don't know where I found this. Or not. No. The Xbox version that I have of this is my childhood copy, because I remember going to walking to GameStop and buying it. This one I found at a thrift store. Way better. At least it's the 2D Sonic games. Thing is, though, it's like, alright, Sonic 1, 2, 3, cool music, terrible games. Mean Bean Machine, not really a Sonic game. Kind of. I guess Sonic 3D, like, these 3 would be the ones I'd probably play. And I probably like Spinball the most. Just, I don't know, I suck at Sonic games, dude. They're actually, like, so hard. Ugh, But at least it's 2D Sonic. Unlike this hunk of garbage. I hate this game as well. It's way too hard for what it is. It doesn't deserve to be as difficult as it is. And someone told me that about Bomberman Fantasy Race, and I cleared that game. At least that was more enjoyable than anything about the campaign in this piece of shit game. I hate this game. It's in good shape though. And again, you get 2 Knights games in all of eternity, and then here's your 9 billionth Sonic game that everyone forgot about, Sonic Unleashed. I don't know, I've never, even now, like, it's just one of those games, I know this exists because I see it on my shelf, but I never see anyone talk about it, never see anyone play it. Just looks like another crappy 3D Sonic game. He looks kind of, like, fuzzier. I don't know, does he, I guess he's, like, morphing into like beast mode or something. He's unleashed, dude. He's taking the leash off. Yeah, it's, see, like on the disc, it's like there's Sonic, and then there's Sonic like beast mode, dude. There's animated blood in this. Progressive scan compatible though. That's good. This disc is a little scuffed, but it's not bad. It'll work. Here's one. This is another game that falls under watch my brothers play, friends play. My brother, I only have one brother. Watch my brother's friends play this game, and it was like, oh shit, Soul Calibur 2. And in this game, you get Heihachi. So I was just like, oh, there's Heihachi in this game. Like, it confused me because I was like, oh, Heihachi. Like, I didn't know what Tekken was, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, guess he's from Soul Calibur. No, he's from Tekken. Heihachi Mishima. GameCube, you got Link, and on Xbox, you got Spawn, which is easily, like, the least hype, I guess. Because it's, like, just a comic book character. Like, Heihachi, that's cool. Link, that's obviously perfect. I always thought Link sucked, though. Looks like it came with a demo disc, too. I forgot about that. A Namco demo disc, rating pending to T. And there's a game. Good game. There's so much content in this game. And then the next game was like it made this game like overhyped to the point where like there's so much content and so much shit in this game that you're just like, man, I'd rather just go back to Soul Calibur 2 because it was at least like fucking manageable. People like this game though. Soul Calibur 3 is good. Like, this is where it really started to get into the customizing. Because once you got to 4 and especially 5, the customization just got, like, nuts. Like, I made Vincent Brooks. That was, like, the character I made. Yeah, I remember this because it came out around the same time Halo 2 did. And it was, like, Halo 2's coming out and Soul Calibur 3 just around the corner. This is PlayStation 2 versus Dreamcast, so yet another Dreamcast game that gets sucked up by the PlayStation. Funny how it doesn't say Sega anywhere on the front. It's like Age Tech. They probably ported it or whatever. Space Channel 5 Special Edition. So I'd imagine it's just like the HD remake of the Space Channel 5. Why we got Space Channel 5 and not Knights is beyond me. That makes no sense. Space Channel 5 is whatever. It's like not that great. It's just a rhythm game. There's like 5 buttons around you, then you hit them, and that's it. Like, that's the whole game. Unless you're really digging the story, it's just kind of like whatever. There's 2 discs. I'm missing the fucking thing that like holds the extra disc in there, so I just have them like shoved on top of each other. Why is it 2 discs? Maybe I'm not giving it enough credit, like in the way I'm explaining the game, but it's whatever. I'd much rather have had Knights. Looks like I'm missing the manual for this. No, I'm not. The manual is just tiny. I thought there was no manual there. This thing is just the problem is it's 2 pieces of. Like, that thing is absolutely microscopic. When did this come out? This has to be a late game, because like the later the game, the more people just were like, you know what, manuals. 2007. Starting to get to that point where like, yeah, manual. It feels like there's nothing in there. Spider-Man friend or foe? I guess it's just like a beat 'em up. Hard to say. It is a demand at this point. Because why is there no like? It's strange. I've never heard anyone mention that. I think people are just so blinded by Sonic. They just don't care. You gave me 8 Yakuza games. Not one more Knights game. So everyone talks about Battle for Bikini Bottom, but no one ever talks about Atlantis Square Pantis. No, and there should be that many Yakuza games. They put a lot of thought into those games. Like those, that I'm happy there's that many games. I'm just saying, like, get some people over like that aren't doing anything to go work on Knights. Oh, I don't have the manual for this. Looks like everything is... Oh. Creature from the Krusty Krab. Why does it want that one first? Oh, because it's special characters. This isn't SpongeBob SquarePants, it's SpongeBob's Atlantis SquarePantis, so that's why it wants me to put it last. I was always just like, it has an A in it, so put it... Whatever. I can still mark that there's no manual. Sonic Team. Of course I'm making a new Sonic, because you can't market Knights. Which is weird, because you'd think now with, like, the rise in, like, LGBT, like, awareness and stuff like that, Knights is actually a perfect character. Did you know this is an androgynous character? That's not a woman, that's not a man, that's Knights. Like, I don't know, like, Sonic is a dude. Clearly, because Amy's there, and Amy's clearly a woman. I don't know. I didn't go to school for gender studies, but I'm also, you know, I know the characters. So, Creature from the Krusty Krab is what it wants me to put first. This came out in 2006. Kind of late. There's probably like an Xbox version. Dude, I got my Nick Games guide. I'm all fucking set, dude. Avatar, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob. Avatar, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents. There's Timmy. 3D Timmy always looks so weird though. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I forgot they were even like Nickelodeon. This is like sort of when I stopped watching Nickelodeon. This would be like you know, freshman year of high school. It was like, okay, like I'll watch reruns if they're on, but I'm not into Barnyard. SpongeBob SquarePants and the Yellow Avenger. Okay, I'm missing this game. I don't have that game. Oh, it's because it's on the PSP. Are you saying, oh god, because of Avatar? Yeah, I know. I thought it was cool, but I didn't know that people got, like, really, really, like, into it. Like, I was like, oh, it's cool. Yeah. But then the fact that people have taken it, like, so fucking far, it's like, oh, okay, I didn't realize people were, like, horny for it. Jesus. The Barnyard game, yeah. I can't imagine it's very good. And then this is the game everyone's familiar with. Although I don't think the PlayStation 2 version's good for speedrunning. I think it's probably the worst one. Until someone finds a fucking glitch that's only available on PS2. You never know. You never know. It only works on the greatest hits disc on PlayStation 2 on a slim 80K PS2. There's no such thing as an 80K, but I love it when glitches just get that insane. When it's just like the setup becomes more of a challenge than just playing the fucking game. Like. This is where Spyro fell off the wagon. I'm pretty sure everyone hates this game. And, I mean, even the Game Boy Advance version, I was watching a run of it. I'm like, this game's mad long. It's a super long Game Boy Advance game. Like, no wonder no one wants to play this. Like, I think the Glitch Spyro 1, 2, and 3 runs are, like, all less than an hour, for sure. Yes, I know especially Ripto's Rage. Like, that game's totally broken. But, like, yeah, this is not it. You want Spyro? Play the PlayStation games. You can't lag clip on PS2? RIP. Thank you for the info. He's talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom. Look at that not purple bottom. It's a DVD. Doesn't always say it, but if it is that bottom, it is probably a DVD. Yo, what's up? Breathless. Hello, hello. And then we got the SSX games. I don't think I am missing any. Right? Or, no, hold on, let's see. So, I think it works like this. I'm not an expert on this, but There's SSX. That's just SSX. And then there's SSX2, but SSX2 is called SSX Tricky. I believe that's what they did. And the GameCube port of this game is buggy as fuck. Like, it will just crash when you're doing the world tour, like, while you're playing the game. And you'll look at you'll be like, the disc is fine. Is there something wrong with my GameCube? And you'll put it into another, like, console, and maybe it works fine on Wii, because I have another game for GameCube, Kennedy Avalanche. When I try to play this on my GameCube, it will, like, not boot, and then when I put it in my Wii, it works. So it's like, maybe Tricky on GameCube is like that, but if you play Tricky on regular hardware, on the GameCube hardware, it will just crash. Big crash. Like, you're just playing the game, and then it just says, check your instruction booklet, asshole. Game over. But I think that instead of calling it SSX2, it's Tricky. And then they paid the rights to get those guys to be like, it's tricky, it's tricky. Which worked. I mean, that's how I remember the game. Like, oh yeah, Tricky. It's tricky. It's a good game. It's actually a good game. Then you have SSX3. So, like, I don't think there is 2. There's just, it goes 1, Tricky, 3. I think. And then whatever the hell. This I would assume this would be 4, because this has the E10. This easily came out. You can just look. Just the art itself just makes me feel like it's a late release. Like, they didn't put a lot of work into it. Has that, like, Guitar Hero 2, like, sketched on notepaper vibe. It's just like, I don't know. There's something kind of just, like, contrived about it. I don't really... I don't mind. I don't think I minded it, but I look at it now, I'm like, oh, it's contrived. 2005? Again, that must have been right when the E10 rating came out, was 2005, because it didn't exist before then. Crude humor. So yeah, it looks like GameCube's the way to go for your SpongeBob speedruns. Shocker, usually GameCube is the best. So this was a game I made my mom buy me this before I went on, like, a vacation, and she got me the instruction manual, well, not the manual, the strategy guide, and I just never played it. That's the back, by the way. It doesn't have any text on it. It's literally just anime feathers. So, needless to say, I got suckered into getting another Square Enix game, and it sucks. This game is not that great. I guess that's just sort of my thing. It's 2 discs, though, which is like... 2 discs on PS2 is a pretty long game. So it's a long game, but have fun if you want to sit through this. There's a PC version, too, which probably has no load times and is better. But what I am curious... Well, let's just... Is it worth something? Because I have, like, no... I didn't have any urge to play it back then. I don't really have any urge to play it now. Nope. Worthless. Alright, we're on to the Star games now. So, it's Star Ocean. Starts out with Star Ocean. Bad start. But then we kick it back into gear with Bethesda's Star Trek Encounters. Just kidding. This game is probably, like... You gotta be really into your shit. 2006, too, so it's like... You don't have an Xbox 360 yet, bro? You still have a PS2 playing your Star Trek Encounters? Wow. Rated... That pesky E10 can't get away from that. Just bring back kids and adults. Star Ocean's okay. Just that PS2 game doesn't really sing to me. I have Star Ocean for PlayStation 1, I think. And that one is like 2D, and it already has like a better vibe to it. I started playing it and I'd be like, oh, I could play through this. I'm biased towards Square Enix. I hate Square Enix. If it's Square Enix, I'm automatically like trying to find faults in it, which there usually are. And check it out. Random ass game. I don't know. Found that the other day. Star Trek's cool. It wants me to put Elite Force first because it doesn't have a colon in the whatever. On the shelf it wouldn't look correct, so I'm just gonna leave it. This is a much better PC game, but it's based off the Quake engine. So they took the Quake engine and then they made a Star Trek shooter, so it's actually pretty good. Yeah, it even says right there, like, powered by Quake 3. So if you want a Star Trek mod of Quake 3, got you covered. There's way more Star Wars games than this on PS2, but I just have a few that like are nostalgic to me. Like when this movie came out, I was in like 6th grade or something, and it was like a big deal because it was like, oh, this is the last Star Wars film, dude. Like Episode 3, it's complete. Like, it's a good movie. I definitely went to the theaters and saw it, maybe twice. It's LucasArts, so you know me. I speedrun Battlefront. Battlefront's awesome, and LucasArts games are all pretty good. You really can't go wrong with almost any of them. There's a few like duds in there, but for the most part, if it's a LucasArts game, it's gonna be at least a solid game, like an okay game. Although that Jedi whatever game I was playing on GameCube kind of sucked. The Jedi Outcast 2, like that shooter. At first I was happy that it was a shooter, and then it was just like, no. Jedi Starfighter. This game's also on Xbox and GameCube, I want to say. Because usually all those except for Rogue Squadron, which is like, I think that's like GameCube only and Nintendo only. The other ones, all these other flight games are on like every console. Yeah, never grow up. That's a big mistake. It's a huge mistake everyone makes, so don't feel bad. It's not optimal at all. You can almost tell this was like left out in the sun. It's like, pretty sure I got this at a flea market. Fly around, shoot shit. So that's Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, and then there's Star Wars Starfighter. So like, there's a lot of fucking Star Wars games on PS2. I definitely am just like scratching the surface. There's way more. Ooh, it has the purple bottom. Cool. Who doesn't love Star Wars, dude? I mean, I was like edgy as a kid and be like, I never saw the films. But that doesn't mean I never said I didn't like Star Wars. Whenever I mentioned to someone like I really haven't seen the original films, like I haven't actually sat down and watched the original films. I've never said I didn't like Star Wars. Like I do like it. I just don't sit and watch movies. Never heard of this game in my life. What's it like? Do you just play as a clone trooper? That's interesting. Not a lot of games you play as clone troopers. So, a few months ago, I was doing multiplayer in this, and me and one of my subs would go online and like 2v2 or like 3v3 teams, and like one time we made this like really sick play on Dune Sea where like he got in the X-Wing and I like drew the last guy to our last command post like that he had to capture, and like fucking like fished him out and shot him, and it was like last resource, last command post. It was sick, dude. Why couldn't they just make another game like this? Like, every other Battlefront after this is terrible. Like, all of them. They hit it, they went up to the plate, they hit it out of the park, and then they just, like, it all downhill from there. Like, this game just does not do it justice at all. The coolest part is that you can play 24 players with a network adapter. Imagine having 24 PlayStation 2s hooked up and everyone playing Battlefront 2. It's like an actual impossibility that is possible. This game is also for GameCube. Maybe Xbox? I'm not sure. Probably on Xbox as well. And maybe PC? One of those quad games. It's like PC, Xbox, PS2, GameCube. Good game. Just fuck people up. As Django. This game I played all the way through on normal on my stream. I don't know who's Semenak. Is that on the art or is that on the case? He wrote his name on the fucking manual too. What an idiot. This music's supposed to be relaxing. This is Raystorm. Raystorm's not a relaxing game. This is better. How is Raystorm relaxing? Raystorm, the sequel to Galactic Attack for PlayStation 1. It's 3D as opposed. This is a 2D game. Yeah, this game gets a little frustrating sometimes. I definitely was like about to quit at like the very end just because I was just getting salty about it. I was mauling, but I got through it on normal. I one-tried the last boss with like Ghost Bar when I killed him. Like it was it was like I'm pretty sure if I didn't beat him there, it would have taken me like 4 more tries to beat him. I don't know why. I don't know what drove me. I just wanted to do it. I don't know. It's like at times it's an okay game, and then at other times you're like, why the fuck am I playing this? Like, you just die so fast for no reason sometimes. I don't know. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I'm not getting that off. Is this even... Yeah, this is still LucasArts. And Chronic Studios. Unleash epic force powers, devastating combos. Discover the untold story of Darth Vader's secret apprentice. This game came out in 2008? 2008? That's fucking late, dude, for a PlayStation 2 game, man. It gets way later. Like, I think the latest game is, like, FIFA 14 or something. So, I mean, it goes, like, another half a decade later, but, like, 2008. You don't have a PS3 by now? Or at least a 360? You can tell it's a late case, too, because they stopped putting the memory card slot, because they're, I don't know, the memory card slot. Fit more plastic, I guess. Yeah, this game absolutely came out on 360. I remember it on 360. Stroker and Hoop. I mean, Starsky and Hutch. I wish it was Stroker and Hoop. That'd be awesome if they made a Stroker and Hoop game. But no, it's Starsky and Hutch. It's the actual thing, not a spoof based on the actual thing. This is the Gotham Games. I'm trying to think of other games that they made. Didn't they make Drake, that really terrible Xbox game? No, that's Majesco. I can't think of another Gotham Games game. It just looks like a shitty GTA, honestly. I don't think I haven't been missing the manual in any of these games so far. Yeah. This is a game I'd almost always see some sticker slapped on there by the store that said, like, check ID, or, like, you must be 18 to buy this game, or whatever. It's like, it's not even, like, that overly violent. You mow down, like, people in a mall, which is, like, obviously really fucked up, but, like, this was just one of those games. Like, it's not a very good game, it's just a very violent game. So that's why I played it. It was one of those games I played at my friend's house because it was so... I was like... Because he got to play all the violent games. My mom wouldn't let me play them or, like, have them or try to buy them or anything. So he had them all at his place, and I'd be like, dude, I'm playing this as much as I can while I'm here. See how, like, you take something away from a child and it makes the opposite, like, reaction? It's like, no, just let me just expose me. Just let me learn. Don't make me have to, like, go through hoops to learn something I was going to learn anyway. Anyway, that's, like, a different topic, but... This was definitely one of those games, like, I don't want you playing this because this is so violent. It's like... It's not even a good game. I've watched a guy do speedruns of this game, I followed him. He did speed runs for like 3 days, and then I've not heard from him since. Because this is a very, very obscure game, and it is also not a good game either. Like, I don't even know where to start with this game. Like, it's sandbox, it's open world, there's multiple endings, there's like active environmental shit going on, like, but like none of the parts of the game are actually fun. Like, they put so much work into this game, and then it just is like, but like, did you expect someone to actually play this, or was it just cool in your head? Because like that's like the feeling I get from it. It's an IREM game. They also made Metal Storm and a bunch of NES games. It's sort of interesting. Like, there's so much work put into the story and the premise and the world and stuff that I wish the game was better. You know what I mean? Because the world is super, like, fleshed out. But it just suffers from, like, a lot of, like, things that just don't make it, like, a very accessible game for someone to just pick up and play. Like, you got to be, like, really into it. It's an RPG. But it's, like, way more than that. Think of it as if, like, Shenmue had robot cars and you got hungry and you had to eat. That's, like, the one thing I always remember from my playthrough was, like, not that I played all the way through, but you get hungry, and I'm like, I don't want to get hungry in a video game, dude. Like, every morning I wake up and I'm hungry. It sucks. I have to go eat. It's, like, I like eating, but, like, being hungry just sucks. Like, that's, like, a thing I have to deal with. Like, I don't want to deal with that in a video. I play a video game so that I don't have to think about all these things I have to suffer being a human being. But no, I get fucking hungry and I gotta go buy a croissant. Oh no, I don't have enough money. Oh, now I walk like this and I'm really slow because I'm hungry. It's like, give me a break. Like, that kind of stuff I don't have, like, a lot of patience for. But if I knew how to play the game, it probably wouldn't be a problem. But, like, learning how to play this game is just, like, takes a lot. It's way more complicated and, like, deep than it deserves to be. But it's a fucking Atlas game. So that's why I own it. Bottom line. If it didn't say Atlas, I wouldn't own it. Anyway, enough about Steambot Chronicles, a game 0 people knew about until 5 minutes ago. Everyone's heard of Street Fighter X3. It's not like Dark Cloud 1. Like, it's more like Dark Cloud 2 with the way, like, the way the game progresses. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Dark Cloud 1 is super fucking straightforward. Dungeon. Go through the dungeon. Got your stuff, put it in town. Finish the dungeon, go to the next dungeon. Repeat. Like, that, until you get to, like, building the robot, which is, like, a sort of a puzzle. It's basically just, I don't know. I've also played Dark Cloud 1 a lot, so I'm really familiar with what you have to do. Maybe it's more cryptic than I give it credit for, but I'm just so familiar with it. It's like Steambot Chronicles isn't even that cryptic. Like, I felt like I sort of knew where I was going, but just, like, there's just, like, lots of load screens, and then you get to, like, areas where there's enemies, and then it kills you, and then if your car blows up, you don't even have to die. Like, if your car blows up in that game, your Steambot, as it's called, it's just game over. And it's like, okay, like, where was my last save? Like, there's no autosave or anything either, so you're just like, it's just weird. Purple bottom. I don't, but the water, but the thing is, like, you just walk into a puddle in the dungeon and you get your thirst back. You just put a little bit of water in your inventory and like sip every now and then. It's not like in this game, buying a croissant was like, okay, you need money. Oh, a croissant is like all your money. Like I know, it's like I know how to get items and shit, and like you just go into a dungeon, boom, water. Like it's right there. It's not like I had to go into a store and buy it, and it's all my money. Put a pin in Dark Cloud 1, because I would obviously love to play that on stream. This is the game everyone should be requesting. I was playing it a little bit offline, and it's definitely a trip. It's called Stretch Panic. It's a treasure game. So Bangayo, Mischief Makers, Wario World, they also developed this game. It's called Stretch Panic. You're like a little girl, and you have like a big arm that comes out of your head, and you can use it to like grab things and stretch them and like fling them around, like slingshot them around. It's really trippy. It's wild. It's a wild game. Man, I have a light directly on it, but it's like it's either glaring or too dark. Like I don't understand like why the lighting in this room is like so bad. That's kind of better. It's also a very dark cover. It's like a lot of dark purple and shit. Speaking of purple, of course it has the purple bottom. I think this was like not a launch title, but very close. Like this was one of those games, oh, I got a PS2, dude, and I got Stretch Panic. I'm the cool kid. I don't know anything about this game. Cover reminds me of Smuggler's Run, which I have played. Probably just launch yourself around, which sounds fun. Really? It's a very unique game, but that doesn't mean that it's like fun or like easy to play, you know what I mean? Like or accessible. It's very inaccessible because it's a PS2 game and it's rare. 2, it's fucking like all those problems I mentioned. But is it unique? No, like it is very unique. I've never played a game like Steambot Chronicles. There probably won't be a game like that. I wonder what happened to that guy that I followed. He was speedrunning it. I was like, oh shit. Then we have the Suikoden games. Suikoden 3, Suikoden 4, and I think this one's the hardest one to find on PS2, Suikoden 5. It's gone up in value quite a bit. Still not like as crazy as like Rule of Rose, but and then Suikoden Tactics. So I don't know if these are all the Suikoden games, all the NTSC ones. I think there's one more, but almost all of them. And then the first two because if you're wondering what happened to Suikoden 1 and 2, 1 and 2 are on PlayStation 1. So it starts with 3 on PS2. This was another game I would watch my brother play, or like I saw this game. This was like one of the early PS2 games that I watched my brother's friends play, and I was like, wow, Summoner, dude, this looks so badass. It does, though. Like, that cover's awesome. It's like Diablo, basically. It's like a consoleized version of Diablo, even though there is consoleized Diablo. THQ's and Volition, same guys that made Red Faction, actually developed this game, which is interesting. This has to be like a launch title. Like, look how old the like the one player memory card, like that is like the original font and like sizing that they used. If this isn't a launch title, it's very, very close. Oh hell yeah, I'd much rather play this than Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is like an empty experience, unless you were selling items and making millions selling virtual swords. then it was just like meh. It even got a sequel with a girl on the front with rubies and a navel tattoo that's got a itch. Same developers. Yeah, no, I believe it. Like at the time that that was going on, I was still sort of making money off of like RuneScape Gold and shit. So like I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're just creating a pyramid scheme. And then when I sold my Blizzard account, I got it banned. It's like, so what? Like, you know, I can't sell my account, which is I paid money for, but if I just like play your fucking video game, I can sell all the fucking virtual crap I get. That's fuck you, Blizzard. Shit like that is what makes me not like Blizzard. On top of other things. Like, I have not supported that company for a long time, and I'm glad I haven't. They're pretty awful. Instead, support THQ and play Summoner 2. This is where Monkey Ball fell off the wagon. They could have easily just made better Monkey Ball games and more of them, but instead they were like, no, we'll just fuck it up. We'll make Monkey Ball Adventure and everyone will hate it. Instead of Monkey Ball 3. There is no Monkey Ball 3. Now there's like all those other ball games that are just usurping. Like there's no market for this anymore. THQ's dead. Well, not in 2004. We're actually going to be over here in a moment. Diablo 2 Remastered. I've never played any of these games. The Siphon Filter games. There's 3 of them on PS1. They come in like the double disc case and just take up a lot of space. It's just like an action game. I don't know, like stealth action. Oh, remastered for PS2. So I guess this is just like the first game or something. I don't know. IGN's 2006 PSP Game of the Year comes to the PS2 system. Oh. Again, just... I never hear anyone talking about Siphon Filter. Like, there's a bunch of games, but it isn't like, whoa, dude, Siphon Filter? Yeah, let's play through the whole series. Let's, like, what? No one ever... I've never seen anyone play it, never seen anyone talk about it. Alright, what time is it? I got like another... I'll probably get through PlayStation and like start with Dreamcast. Maybe I'll get through it all. We'll see. See how diligent I am. Have I missed any game? I feel like they're all like at the end here. Like X-Men, War S 007. That's a duplicate. Siren. Siphon Filter the Omega Strain. Again, where did these games... This is like... I guess it's Sony. Like, first party Sony. But like, am I supposed to know who these characters are? Like... They're just like generic shooters. Or like squad-based stealth shooters. BRB. Taito Legends. Actually, a lot of good games on this. If you don't know who Taito is, you should. Because everyone knows the Bubble Bobble guy, right? Puzzle Bobble fucking dinosaur creature. They also made a bunch of other games. This is a video game that I got adapted to a Nickelodeon show. Attack the Great Juju Challenge, though. This is like the fourth game or something, or like third game. Cause it's just, yeah, because at this point it's Nickelodeon attack. I don't know, these games are probably okay. I just like couldn't get into like being that character. Like, it's just weird. Something less weird about being a mutant Ninja Turtle than being like a fucking caveman. Like, I don't want to be a caveman. What is this? This is Einhinder? Damn. Einhinder doesn't fuck around. That's not relaxing. Some of the songs on this are actually like, I disagree, like they're not relaxing. Some are on point, other ones are not. no manual. Oh, I also have that. Alright, let me mark this. There's also a GameCube and Xbox version, and this is a game that is an example of the Xbox version actually being the most sought after. Like, the Xbox version is like $100. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. So that goes after attack. Teen Titans Go! I actually really don't like the new Teen Titans. Like, the Teen Titans, like, chibi version, the new one, Go, is like... There's, like, no plot. Like, it's just, like... It's just silly, like, episodal bullshit. Like, I like how there's at least a little bit of, like, progression that goes on sometimes in Teen Titans, like, that you can follow along. I guess kids just can't focus on a fucking story anymore. Why do I have Tekken 4 twice on here? I think I have it just doubled up because I had 2 copies at one point. But yeah, I think Tekken 3 is the best, and then I like Tekken Dark Resurrection, but, you know, Tekken 4 is okay. Dude, Dark Resurrection's fantastic. I love it. But that Tekken Dark Resurrection is Tekken 5, I think. It's like the next game. Even Tekken 5, like, I still like Dark Resurrection on the PSP better than the console version of Tekken 5 because it's like it's almost like it's the enhanced version. Just like the way the announcer says, it's like, get ready for the next battle. It's like round 1, fight. Like the way he says it in this is like not right, or it's like they use like the other voice actor, and then so there's like a voice actor that does the narration for the stories, and then there's a voice actor that does the narration for like round 1 fight and like the battle narrations. But in Dark Resurrection, they use the guy that does the voice the story narrations as the battle narrations, and that is correct. Because it's weird how you hear him in the story, and then you get to the game and it's just some other guy, and it doesn't sound right. Like, it should be, get ready for the next battle. Round 1, fight. Like, the way he sounds is just it's way better. It's like it feels more correct. Not only because it was the one I played, but also it's just, trust me, it's the right one. And like when you go to the character select screen and he says, "Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament." Like that's Dark Resurrection. They don't do that in this game. So like, because I went and played this and I'm like, why does this just feel like diet Dark Resurrection? Like, where's all the like correct aesthetic shit? And you have to unlock so many characters. Like, you start with like 10 characters in this and you have to unlock the rest of them. In Dark Resurrection, they're already all unlocked and you just play. It's great. I'd rather do that. Like, I like unlocking characters, don't get me wrong. Like, cool part about playing games back in the day was, you know, you played through, you unlocked the characters, that was how you got better and learned about the game, but, you know, just want to play. This was a game that I remember seeing my brother's friends play. It was Tekken Tag. Basically just Tekken with 2 people per team, which I think is like a mode in other game. I never really got like why this game needed to exist, but yeah, Tekken Tag was definitely, this is a game I saw my brother's friends play a lot. Or not a lot, but I remember seeing this game and be like, oh, PlayStation 2? Tekken Tag, dude. Yep. This is definitely one of those games because it has the purple bottom. That confirms it. She always has resting bitch face. Gracie! You're always like that, right? Yeah, that's just how she always is. She has like the permanent scowl, like cringe face at all times. Again, if you really needed a PlayStation 2 to play Tetris, I don't think you were using your PS2 correctly. This isn't a bad game. I'm just like, there's other versions of Tetris that I'd rather play, or just that are better. This one introduces T-spinning, and that's also where I'm kind of like, oh, T-spinning's cool, but it starts to get like too fucking complicated for me. And Tetris is already a complicated game, so like, thanks Tetris Worlds for introducing this complicated technique that I can't master, but also I'm not gonna play. So, this is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogle's Revenge. I think there's an Xbox version of this game as well, but I have the PS2 version. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. I think people like go crazy for this game because it's Night Before Christmas. It's also like Jack Skellington with a whip. So like there's something just kind of like, because, you know, it's like, it's a kid's film, if for the most part. There's some dark themes, but, you know, it's like whimsical and nice. Like, now we're really kicking ass with Jack Skellington. Thrillville? Didn't I put that back? Or is that, I just have that? Looked at that one. Why do I have 2 Tekken Tag tournaments? Fuck. I just double added it for no reason, I guess. So this is one of my favorite arcade games. It's called Time Crisis. There's Time Crisis 1 for PlayStation, there's Time Crisis Project Titan, which is also for PlayStation 1, and then there's Time Crisis 2. And Time Crisis 2 is fantastic. This game's awesome. Probably one of the first games I played like all the way through in an arcade. Because like a lot of arcade games are, you know, usually challenging and you have to put a lot of quarters in if you want to make it through and you're not very good at it. But like I think I actually got through all the way through Time Crisis 2 on like very few continue. I was like good enough at it back in the day that I could actually clear it. And just who doesn't love that theme? It like gets me. It gets me hype. Action. And I remember explicitly going to the mall and buying this game with the gun con, which I still have, and playing the shit out of it. This game had a lot more modes to it. Like, after you beat the game, there were like 2 or 3 more modes to play, and it was way longer. Like, Time Crisis 2 feels more like just a regular length arcade game, and then this just is like, alright, fuck you, you're just gonna make it wicked long. That's just sort of how, I guess that's like how it's gone. Like, 4 is super long, and 5 has 2 ways you can dodge. It has 2 pedals, so that's just nuts. But yeah, I really like this game. They're literally, it's nothing more than a gun con game. All you do is you're just aiming the gun at the screen and clicking on heads. Not even heads sometimes. Just simple fun. There's really not much to them. It's just get good. That's what's cool about them. And I have 2 copies of each of those games so that you can use. That's one of the games that you can hook up with this. And you can play 2 players, which is really cool. It's like you don't even need a hub. Like, normally if you want to play LAN, you need a router, then the console goes to the router, other console goes to the router, you power the router, then you can play. This, just all you need is this cord. And I just find that really cool. And the game just like recognizes that you have that cord plugged in. Most people probably, when they're referring to Time Splitters, they're probably talking about Time Splitters 2. But here's Time Splitters 1. I actually don't have Time Splitters 2 for PS2. I have a bunch of copies for Xbox. And I think GameCube, or like at least one? No, maybe? But yeah, there is such thing as Time Splitters 1. It has all the same shit, like making your own levels and stuff like that, but like, I wonder why. The second game, I think, just improved upon it in every way. So it's like, that's why you never hear anyone talk about the first game. It's always Time Splitters 2. The cover's better in Time Splitters 2. It's like the guy going like this, like fucking diving back into a port. Like, what the hell is that? Like, sex robot. Like, what the fuck is that? This is Breath of Fire 3. Okay. Okay, yeah, give me Persona. Hell yeah. Is that how that's supposed to be? Oh. Well. Ghost Recon. I might have got rid of this. That's fine. I don't. It's common as dirt. I really don't care. Let's consolidate these. There's not much loose left. I got mostly everything on the shelves. Which is good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. That might be one of those games that just didn't work, whatever. Ghost Recon. Everyone's heard of Ghost Recon, right? I feel like people are still excited for Ghost Recon, or like Rainbow Six and shit. Right? Like Rainbow Six Siege or whatever, like people still fucking play those games. It's crazy. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. PS2? I have that? That's one of those games. GRA, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I tried to play that game again the other, like, a year ago or whatever, and it just, I don't know how I even, like, it does not hold up at all. I don't get it. I'm also not into, like, super realistic squad-based shooters. It's whatever. Long way of saying Ghost Recon is not my kind of game. I've tried it. It's not my kind of game. Pretty sure this was featured in AVGN. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. This is like a famously bad Tomb Raider game, I think, at this point. It's not good. The cover's cool. Look how, like, holographic, and Laura's, like, in white rainbow flames. Like, that's... wow. And then the game sucks. I've never been too into Tomb Raider anyway, so... Tomb Raider's already kind of, like, and, like, hard, and so if this is like a not good Tomb Raider game, must really not be good. Oddly enough, I think I have the cheat disc for this game though. Like it's like a disc that is specifically for cheating this game. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. I think it might be one of these, like, ultimate codes fucking things. Like, here's Action Replay for PS2. I could probably do some cool stuff with this. I'd love to mess around with this one day. Huh, yeah, I don't know. Somewhere. Try-hard shooting game. What I couldn't get over when I put this in my PS2 the other day, or month, or because I gave it a shot. Oh, this is Monster Rancher. Was that you press triangle to jump, and I ain't about pressing triangle to jump. That's a terrible keybind. Oh my god. You basically, like, can't play this game anymore. It sucks. Like, it was basically like an online-only PS2 game. So, like, if it looks cool, but no, you can't play it. And I don't have the manual. Let's mark that down. Oh, I was supposed to put Tony Hawk's Pro Skater in there. So is Underground 2 the best one, or is Underground 1 better? I feel like people kind of liked both. Nice. Dude, Tribes, this is one of those games I always was like, dude, I'd love to get online and play that. Like, I feel like it would be the same experience of playing, like, Unreal Tournament or something like that back in the day. Just, I love that. I kind of got, like, an Unreal Tournament vibe from it. That's why I like it. Why is this Xbox game in here? True Crime New York City. This is a game, like, I'd watch my friends play this. It's like a rip-off of GTA. It's like a not as fun GTA. The one thing I remember is it kept track of, like, stats, like, what was your furthest kill or something. So, like, we would just, like, stand on the sidewalk and, like, shoot pedestrians from really far away and be like, you got the longest kill. It's like 300 yards. It's definitely fun. I was just like, well, GTA is better, so that's why I didn't really play it, but it definitely was like it's not a bad game. I'm just wondering why my fucking collection thing here is telling me that I have True Crime New York City for PlayStation, because I don't have that for PlayStation. I have that for Xbox. Like, I think it's fucking up and thinking it's like a... I don't even know. I don't know what it's doing right now. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, W. Yeah, see? It's showing me this right now in my PlayStation 2 collection for some odd reason. It's pissing me off. Something's not right there. This is not a PlayStation 2 game, bro. But was it in my Xbox game? See, I can just fix it. I can just fix it. I can fix it. Can we fix it? Yes, we can. Now I'm curious, is that in my Xbox collection twice now? That's so weird. Huh. That's really odd. I either made a big mistake, or this made a mistake or something, because I don't have that game. It has Snoop Dogg on the front of it. Is that Snoop Dogg? I don't know. I didn't think True Crime Streets of LA is where I'd start getting confused about what's not in my collection. I thought I understood my true crime. Alright. It's a dead game, though. There's no single player in that game. It's like Unreal Tournament. There's no single player. It's just you play with people or bots, or you don't play. Run around, kill dinosaurs. Yep. Here's another one. It's in my collection twice for some reason. This is a game that falls under the category of watch my brother's friends play it, and it scared the crap out of me. This game is fucked up. The stories for the backgrounds, the background stories for the characters are messed up. Like, the one that spooked me the most was, I think, 8 Ball, where he was a boxer who, like, got his face messed up in a fight, so they sewed his mouth and eyes shut. And it's like, oh, that seems like a practical solution. This game gave me at least a nightmare. This is a scary game. Like, the game itself is just a combat racing. It's just Twisted Metal. But if you like sit there and watch the background story, it is very unsettling. It's not for kids. There's also Twisted Metal Black Online, which maybe that's the other one I have. I don't know why it's on there twice. That's what I forgot. There's Twisted Metal Black, and then there's Twisted Metal Black Online. Yeah, I don't know why I have it twice, because I don't have that game. So I guess I'll just take it off. Can't remember where I got this copy from. This might even be my copy from when I was a kid. I don't think it is, but it could be. But yeah, this is a memorable game for me. This game is fucked up. Ultimate Spoderman. This case is crazy, dude. Does it have 2 games in this? Or is this just like... So there's limited edition Ultimate Spider-Man and then Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't really know what the difference is. Besides that it comes in this fancy box. This I can accept over the steel bookcase at least. Like, I don't mind this. This sleeve is okay, because all Japanese GameCube games have like a sleeve like this, and it doesn't bother me that much. It's still kind of shitty though. Like, these sleeves always get like beat up and stuff. Like, they're not really necessary. Speaking of Unreal Tournament, it's Unreal Tournament. This I also played when I was a kid on PS2. And it has the purple bottom. Even playing with bots, this is fun. First game's on PlayStation 1, and it's really sought after. Strange how the game that's made by Square Enix is not sought after, and no one cares about it, and no one plays it. But the Squaresoft one is like the bee's knees. Strange. Very strange how that works out. It's almost like Square Enix just can't get it right. Yeah, the first game is almost guaranteed to be better. This is also a light gun game, because I wanted to collect like every night gun game. Yeah, the Valkyrie games are good. I think the newer ones are called like Valkyrie Chronicles or whatever, and those are good games. It's just they sort of get like overshadowed by other games. This is an interesting looking. This is probably one of the more interesting looking light gun games. There is something called the Valkyrie Chronicles, I'm pretty sure. I'm also not sure if that's like based on the same shit or not. Beautiful Joe 2. Beautiful Gooch 2. It was sort of like, it was kind of cool how Beautiful Joe was only a GameCube game. And then they were like, fuck it, we're just going to make it for PS2 now. I believe the first game is still a GameCube exclusive game. No, I might be wrong. I think they may have gone back and made it. I can't remember now, but because obviously they fucked up and just made it for PS2, so. I don't think I've played Beautiful Joe 2. I've played 1, and it's hard. It's too hard for me. 2 I've not played. So oddly enough, I have the American version and the Japanese version of Virtual Fighter 4. Isn't this Sega? Yeah, it's Sega. I'm like, what is this other company on the English version? Are they like did they like translate it or something? Virtua Fighter definitely is like, it's super popular in Japan, but I don't think people care about Virtua Fighter here. I feel like people here care more about Tekken. But over in Japan, Virtua Fighter was like, it had it was like the first 3D fighting game, and it had no fucking like competition at all. This game is also on PC, and it's, better on PC, but it's cool that it's on the PS2 as well. It's called 40K Fire Warrior, just a shooter. How many people online can you play? 8-player network adapter? Sure. I have the strategy guide for this, I think, as well. This is a very silly game. It's called Way of the Samurai. I watched my buddy play it. I don't know if he cleared it. I think he might have cleared it. But you learn a move that one hits everybody, that you go up to them and you like grab their crotch and like flip them over like that, and it kills them in one hit. It's like the silliest power move I've ever seen in a video game, but like it works. Like you literally you can like just crotch flip people for one hit, and then you can hide on top of ladders and then wait till they come up on the ladder, because everyone just has swords, there's no guns. So like they come up on the ladder, grab their crotch, flip them over. That's what I remember from this game. The crotch flip. There's a sequel too. Oh, it's a loud ass bird. Has the purple bottom. Gracie, no falling asleep. Kitty, hey. I'm having a lecture here, Kitty. Doing a lecture. Pay attention. It's very important. Be on the test. Hey. Come on, everybody! Boom, boom, boom. I played through this on my stream, actually. I honestly should just, like, sell this. Keep this one. Okay, Mr. Sunshine. There's still no remake of this. So if you would like to play We Love Katamari, PS2 or nothing, because Reroll is for Switch, PS4, and PC, and that's the first game. We Love Katamari. They should have just put both games on. Like, that would have been so much better. Like, Reroll's okay, but if it had both games, then it would be, like, really okay. Or how about throw in Beautiful Katamari as well? Because I never got to play that one because that one's on 360. And I was just kind of like, I don't want to play this. I've already played the first two. Katamari on the swing. You and I dream of you. I go and shout. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, all this will be on the final. You have to remember exactly which games did and did not have the manuals as well. That's actually half the final is memorizing which games do and do not have manuals. Specifically in my collection. Alright, so I got all that. Oh, no, I missed one. I have a loose game. So I have Ultimate Ninja 1, 3, and 4, but I'm missing 2. And the box and manual for this game. Bokurawa. Why is that like so far over? The Ultimate Ninja 4. Why is that so far? Why is it organized like that though? Ultimate Ninja 4, but Naruto. Oh. No, it says Naruto. It even says Shonen Jump. So it's like, how do you want me to catalog these? Game catalog? Do you want me to do it Shonen Jump, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja, blah, 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 blah? Or do you want me to do Ultimate Ninja or Naruto Ultimate Ninja? It's like, sometimes when the title's so long, it makes it like harder to figure out like how you want to fucking alphabetize it. Which almost makes not alphabetizing it kind of a better way to do it sometimes. Like if these are all just organized by like genre or like release date or something, like I just like alphabetized because I can be like, I want to find Mr. Mosquito and it's like M, it's right there. Like that's why I like doing alphabetize. Gracie, no falling asleep. You already slept enough. Wild Arms, though, yeah, I don't know why it's organized like that. That's annoying. I'll have to fix that later. Oh, and there's another game too, before Warhammer. All right, so let's just slap this in here where it's supposed to be. In my shelf that has literally no space left in it. There's a Neo Geo game called King of the Monsters, which is probably loosely based on this game, War of the Monsters. It's a Sony first-party game, so like it's interesting, to say the least. And I'm running out of cases. Over here. So I first learned about Wild Arms because for some reason I had the manual for Wild Arms 1 like in my room. So I would just look at the manual and I was like, dude, Wild Arms looks like a cool RPG. I'd like to play this. Where's the game? Where's the disc? I'd love to play it. Not to be confused with Wild Guns, which is a shooter by Natsume. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know why I have this, but I'm like, I like Wild Arms. I got to start somewhere. I would love to get those PlayStation games. I never see them. I don't think I never see them. They're probably pretty sought after, I guess. Is this still playing music or is it just really quiet? Okay, just mad quiet. Almost there. We're almost at Dreamcast. I'll probably start Dreamcast today and then like finish it later tonight or something. Oh, Polar popped in. I didn't even see that. What's up? Yeah, I don't. What's up with Wild Arms 3 though? Why is there no picture? There's no price for it either. It's weird. You don't hear a lot of people talk about Wild Arms, but I'd love to learn more about it. Wipeout Fusion, I mean, I don't know. Wipeout's sort of just like an okay racing game, and then like you get to some of the other games and they're just not as good. I think Wipeout Pure on the PSP is probably the best one. Oddly enough, like the PSP version's like the best because it's like, I don't know, what I played the most for sure. It's too fucking hard too. Like Wipeout 3 on PlayStation is impossible. Like it is so damn hard. Seven-day rental, boys. I'm gonna need this back in a week. Sound good? I have this because it's a LucasArts game. That's probably the only reason. Wrath Unleashed. It's LucasArts, so I mean it's probably at least a solid game. The very least. Did I not put this in? Huh. I am missing a game. I don't know. I found this at the thrift store the other day. Squad X. It looks really shitty. But it's not a sports game, so... That's a horrible name too, Squad X. It's like they couldn't come up with a name. Dude, Squad X is like my fucking childhood, dude. I can't believe you just dissed on my favorite game. Is it Squad X or X Squad, actually? Shit, I don't know. It's X Squad. Fuck. Okay, now for one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Specifically the first Xenosaga. This game is awesome. The battle system is great. Story is like, there's a shitload of this is like cutscene the game. There's really long cutscenes. If you want to get into your RPG, you can skip them all. There's really long, like, cool cutscenes in this game. I like the characters. The music's great. Like, I love this game. What I don't love is the sequel. They made the sequel like 3 years later, and I couldn't get into it. I'm like, no, they ruined it. The battle system's totally different. The fucking characters look different. Just, I know they're trying to advance the story and shit, but it's just like, it's too different. I couldn't get into. This is my copy from when I was a kid too. Like, and then Xenosaga 3 I haven't played yet. I'd imagine it's not as bad as 2, but not as good as 1. That's like how I have never played it, but I'd imagine that's what it's like. So, definitely happy to have all 3. 1's super common, 2 is uncommon, and then this one has like a holographic collector's version of it too. That's like super fucking rare. So like, Xenogears I have on PlayStation 1. I played it a little bit. I couldn't get into. This was one of the. This also falls into the category of a game that I saw my brother's friends play, and they had, so I wanted to play it as well. This is like a monkey see, monkey do such a scenario as well. So I'm unreasonably nostalgic for this game. I'm totally biased as well. So like it, if you're not into this game, I totally understand why. But for me, this is like, I base a lot of how I like hold like RPG standards based on this game. It's a Namco RPG. You don't see a lot of Namco RPGs, but when they made this one, I love this game. I love it. I've cleared it twice, so I definitely like it. I don't like this. They messed it up. They screwed it up, man. Alright. Just a couple more. This was one of the games I picked up at Level 7 Games in Denver. Yakuza. Like a Dragon. In other words. Yakuza 1. I'm assuming. Oh shit. This disc is not in good shape. I did not even realize that. Wow. That's bad. This disc is in terrible shape. See that scratch under the M? That goes all the way through the label. So I mean, there's a chance that it doesn't hit any memory that matters, but that is, I can't believe I didn't even look at that before I bought it. That's my bad. But at least I got the case and manual and shit. This is another one I picked up there. Disc is in much better shape. I didn't even notice that. I'm kicking myself for that now. Usually I have the wherewithal to be like, okay, if this game is at least somewhat valuable and I'm paying full price for it, I should probably check and make sure that it's in good shape. That's on me. Yu Yu Hakusho. Look at that cover. That cover is insane, right? I literally bought this just because of the cover. And I like Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is cool. And then it's a couple Yu-Gi-Oh games, and that's it. Thing is, did I add? No, it's just this one Yu-Gi-Oh game. Most people, when they play Yu-Gi-Oh or they talk about a Yu-Gi-Oh game, they're usually talking about, what's it called? Forbidden Memories. That's usually the one people like. I don't hear anyone talk about what the hell, capsule monsters. Forbidden Memories is like the go-to. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is amazing. And then it's X Squad after X-Men Dimension. Oh, and that's this shit. Okay, I am totally out of space. What did I miss too? I missed Madden 08. We can just forget about that. This copy of Battlefront doesn't really work. And then I missed Tony Hawk. I was supposed to put that somewhere. Figure that out. X-Men Dimensions, whatever. Just an X-Men game. Let's just put the 360 game somewhere else. Xenosaga, X-Men, X-Squad. Oh, where'd I put X Squad? Right in front of me. It's X-Men, X Squad, Yu Yu Hakusho. And then where was Tony Hawk supposed to go? Do I even have it in there? Tony Hawk's... No, I don't even have it in there. Does it work? I tested this game. I know this works. Should I even bother adding it? Sometimes I'm like not sure about like these common games. Sometimes like. We'll add it. Pardon me. Yeah, no, not for GameCube. I want to say this is one of the games that you can use to exploit your Xbox. Pro Skater 4. Or it might be 3, I can't remember. Alright, and that obviously just goes right before Underground. There you have it. All 348 PlayStation 2 games are sorted and accounted for. That is so from here all the way to so PlayStation 2, that's all PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2, that's all PlayStation 2, and then those last two shelves down here are PS2. Except for that bottom part, that turns into PS3. So it's like I have enough space for like a dozen more PS2 games, and like that's about it. All these shelves are almost like completely chock full. There you go. I'll never forget like the famous quote someone commented on when I posted my my collection a long time ago was, tons of games, nothing to play. I'm just like, you're not wrong, dude, but that also just speaks to like most games aren't that good. Like most games aren't worth playing. So like, yeah, like so a game collection is going to end up having a lot of not worthwhile games because that's just the nature of video games. So like, what do you want from me, dude? Like I think going through those PS2 games, I found a lot of games that I've played, want to play, have played, seen other people play. I enjoy, like, you know, passively, even though I don't play. Like, PS2 is a strong console. You're just being an asshole. If you're like, there's nothing to play. It's like, all right, dude. Like, you're a lot of fun. So I think we should just make Dreamcast, Saturn, and Sega CD like its own stream. Because I gotta go to work soon, so I think this is a good spot just to call it for the day. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out for a little bit, checking out the collection. That'll either be the next stream, or maybe like I'll do some gaming, and then stream after that will be organizing the collection. But I've been really enjoying organizing, so glad I got to it. Looks great now, and yeah. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Probably isn't anybody to raid. I doubt it. Hell yeah. Yeah, because if I start doing Dreamcast right now, I won't be done until, like, right when I have to go. So I'd rather just give myself the time and just step aside for now. Yeah, you can go watch Thumpatron. He's a local guy that likes my stream, I guess. He's doing Digimon. I'm not going to rate him, but if you want to watch him, Thumpatron. Alright. Peace out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back soon with more amazing content. Thank you so much.